everybody, and happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic one. I am back in New York now, and I got to talk to you guys. I had something else planned, but I have to talk about this whole gay marriage thing. And I'm going to ask you to stick with me through the full sentence of what I'm going to say, because you're going to want to click away or start spamming or going, dislike, rah. But listen to the whole thing. I'm actually against gay marriage because I am against federal and state recognized marriages at all. Because what we're talking about with these Supreme Court cases is not the religious version of marriage. We're talking about the civil understanding of marriage, whether people can file taxes together, whether people get death benefits, that sort of thing. And to me, I ask, well, why do we have those benefits in the first place? I mean, if a relationship is something where people want to make a lifetime commitment, why does the government have to say, give it its stamp of approval? That does not make much sense to me. But if we look at it from a financial perspective, it can be seen as a good investment that if we give couples that are likely to raise kids tax breaks, that they may raise better kids and create better workers, which will pay more taxes, and thus the government recoups its investment. But at the same time, then why don't we just have a child rearing credit? I mean, we do sort of have that, but why do we have a separate one for marriage? Not all married couples, not all straight married couples raise kids, and some of them do a pretty terrible job. I'm just being honest. But to me, marriage is a personal decision, and that whether or not you are having sex with somebody, whether or not you are making a lifetime commitment to them, that's none of the government's business. You shouldn't get tax penalties or credits. The government should not particularly care. And if we are going to care, if we are going to decide that we're going to provide financial incentive for the things we want, we need to make that explicit. Because I would argue, if you look at gay couples, we don't have any data that says that they are worse parents, that they are worse at child rearing. Obviously, there are limitations to child procreation with some same-sex couples, but that doesn't mean that adoption isn't viable or that artificial insemination isn't viable. So, now socially, I'm completely for gay marriage. If you decide that you are ready to make that sort of commitment to your partner, absolutely go for it, and bless you. Not God bless you, because, religions don't really, most of them don't tend to recognize gay marriages, but somebody bless you. I will bless you. Bless you. But ultimately, that is not really what is on the table right now. We are basically just looking at whether it is okay to deny certain people benefits based on their choice of partner. And I think it's pretty clear and pretty obvious that no, you can't. I mean, we set a precedent by saying, okay, we look at all people have the right to pursue happiness and blah, 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 blah. Therefore, you can have interracial marriage. There's Supreme Court precedents there. So if you gotta say that marriage is so right that we extend to some people, we must extend it to all people. There's already legal precedents. It'd be ridiculous for people to try and say that this isn't a similar issue. So the whole idea that a government would make decisions based on, well, are these people probably having sex? No, that's none of your business. I mean, there are married couples that don't have sex with each other or at all. There are some that just, But in my opinion, if you decide to get married, once you are engaged, you are effectively married from my perspective. There's no reason that a legal distinction or a religious distinction should affect the way that you interact with each other and the way that the benefits and stuff that you receive. It should not affect your status as a citizen. And when it comes to religious distinctions, I think you need to back off, because we're not talking about religious marriage. If for whatever reason you were married religiously but not legally, that should be enough for you and your creator. I mean, God isn't sitting there with a ledger and saying, you know what, you slept with this woman a ton of times, but you filed your taxes separately. You are a sinner. You were having sex out of wedlock. Hell, John. But when it comes to the legal side of things, if we are going to offer special legal rights to people who make that sort of commitment, then that commitment needs to be all-encompassing. So while I am against gay marriage, it's because I'm against any legal recognition of marriage whatsoever. I love you all. I hope you understand. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, it's a very controversial issue, and I will do my best to respond to stuff. And I will see you with a regular episode on Friday, so have an awesome Wednesday, and I will see you then. Hey everybody, one last thing. If you haven't had a chance, go over and watch the Less Than Famous at Playlist Live interview. We put a ton of time into it. We set up a whole bunch of cameras, and then I was editing and pulling my hair out and not sleeping and craziness. So, watch it and let me know what you think. It was great to be able to chat with a whole bunch of other Less Than Famous creators, and I would love to know what your thoughts are. And be sure to leave your thoughts about the gay marriage stuff down below. I will see you soon. Bye.